everybody. This is Beth Wilson, Pulaski County Horticulture Agent. It's August, it's mid-August, and it's a really good time if you've got some problems in your iris bed, or if it's just time to divide them to do that job. This iris bed of mine I have been struggling with weeds. These are my grandmother's iris from around her house, and I cannot lose them. So I'm taking this time, it's hot, but I'm taking this time right now to dig these up. That way I can get a weed-free bed. These rhizomes can be kind of interesting, but what I'm checking for is any soft rhizomes, any potential borers, anything like that, any kind of rot that may be in them. If I see any of that, I'm going to just toss them. Otherwise, we're going to clean up this bed, dig these rhizomes up, and move them to a different bed. So I'll see you in a little bit. This is an iris I just dug up, and this is a good example of what not to do. These have gone way too long, but without being divided. They're just overcrowded. Lots of weeds in there. There's some grass. There's some wild violets. This is an example of what not to do, but we're going to separate all these and replant them, and it's going to be good as new. So this is what came out of a pretty small iris bed. I'm very ashamed to say that I let it get in this condition. The weeds were really bad. I had rhizomes that looked like this, way too many of them. They needed to be separated and divided out. So that's the next step in this process. We're going to separate these out into individual plants, individual rhizomes like this, and we'll plant those like so. A lot of these I will discard or give away to friends, and but these should be ready to pop next spring. So I'm going to show you how to plant these rhizomes. You take one of your pieces, and your rhizome should stay above ground. So what I do is I'll put a little trench on one side, and a trench on the other side, and lay the rhizome right in there on top, in the top of the ridge, and then cover up those roots like so. Because they really need to be above ground. If you bury them too deep, they're not going to perform well. They're going to rot. So anyway, I hope you all have learned something about moving your iris around, and get busy.